Okay, 4 operations panels in this lesson. Cron jobs, skills, nodes, execution approvals. Let us walk through each one cron jobs panel. This is where you manage scheduled agent runs. The list view shows every cron job you have configured with its schedule, its session type, its agent binding, and its run history. You can add, edit, run, enable, disable, and delete from this panel. You can also see the run history for any job with success and failure status, and view the actual transcripts of past runs. A practical note. The cron panel handles 3 delivery modes. Announce, that means the agent reply gets posted to a channel after the run, with a fallback if the agent did not actually send a message. Webhook, that posts to an external URL when the run finishes. And none, which just means the run happens silently. No delivery. We cover the full cron schema and the command line flow in Module 13. Skills panel, this is where you manage installed skills. Each skill shows its status, whether it is enabled and any configuration it needs. Most skills with external APIs need an API key. The skills panel is where you set those. Click into a skill and you see its full description, the keys it expects, the binaries it requires on the host, and any user overridable settings. Toggle the switch to enable or disable. Hit the install button to pull a new skill from Claw Hub. Quick note: workspace skills take precedence over globally installed skills. So if you have a skill installed at the workspace level, it shadows the same skill at the user level. Honestly, really useful when you want a tweaked version of a skill for one agent without affecting any of the others. Nodes panel. This lists every paired companion device. macOS Minibar app, iOS app, Android app, headless node hosts. Each node shows its capability surface. So a macOS node will show capabilities like Canvas, camera, notifications, and system. A headless node host will show only system run, system which, and exec approvals. Click into a node to see its details, including the last connection time, the IP address, and any pending exec approvals. You can rename a node from this panel. You can also revoke a node which terminates its trust relationship with the gateway. A note on the word nodes because this trips people up. Nodes are companion devices. They are not workflow steps. Different concept entirely. Nodes provide hardware capabilities like a microphone or a shell to the gateway over WebSocket. Module 10 goes deep on them. Execution approvals panel. This is where the exec allow list lives. The file behind it is at ~.openclaw/exec-approvals.json on each node host. The execution approvals panel gives you a UI to add binaries to the allow list, target them at specific nodes, and review pending approvals. Now, anything an agent tries to run through the exec tool that is not in this list will be denied by design. So this panel is your single biggest leverage point on what shell commands an agent can actually run. Take it seriously. A practical note: approvals are bound to the exact request context, plus the concrete file operand. So a global allow on Git does not open the door for arbitrary Git operations on arbitrary directories. The granularity is intentional. Alright, that is cron, skills, nodes, and approvals. In the last lesson of this module, we cover config, logs, and debug. See you there.